Hello everyone, welcome to this video on foreign currency accounts by residents Indian. I am Vivek Sharma. In this short video, I will be taking you through the types of foreign currency account which can be opened by resident Indians. The first question that will come to our mind naturally is that foreign currency account should be opened by somebody who stays outside India because they will typically earn foreign currency outside India. In India, we deal in rupee. So what is the need for foreign currency account in India? Well, there can be multiple requirements. But before I go into that, let us get an answer to the most obvious question, and that is, can residents Indian open foreign currency account? The answer to that is a firm yes. The next question that requires an answer is foreign currency account, what exactly it is? How do we define these accounts? So as per RBI's website, a foreign currency account is an account held or maintained in currency other than the currency of India, Nepal or Bhutan. So if you open an account in any other currency, that will be treated as the foreign currency account. Now the next question that will come to our mind is that who are the residents in India who can open foreign currency account? Obviously, we first need to understand the definition of residents in India. As per the RBI circular on RBI's website, it is very specifically mentioned that a person residing in India for more than 182 days during the course of preceding financial year is a person resident in India. However, there are certain exclusions which has been mentioned in this slide, as you can see, where we have mentioned a person who has gone out of India or who stays outside India in either case with three specifications, and B, a person who has come or stays in India in either case otherwise than three specifications again mentioned here. So this is more or less about who is a person resident in India with exclusions covered here. Apart from the natural persons, we can also have corporate as a person resident in India, and any person or a body corporate registered or incorporated in India is treated as the person resident in India. But apart from this, also an office, branch or agency in India owned or controlled by a person resident outside India, and also an office, branch or agency outside India owned or controlled by a person resident in India will fall under the category of person resident in India. Let us move from here and look at one more interesting aspect, which is how many types of foreign currency accounts can be opened and operated by resident Indians. There are three categories. First is the exchange earners foreign currency account. The name very distinctly mentions that it is an account for the exchange earners, and we know typically that exporters are the exchange earners because they sell goods outside India and earn exchange by selling those goods. So these exchange earners can open the account. This account will be in the nature of current account, and it can be opened jointly with eligible person or with resident relatives on former or survivors basis. Now that's the first category of the account. The second category of the account is called as resident foreign currency domestic account, which can be opened by individuals. The nature of the account will again be the current account, and it can be opened jointly with any person eligible to open the account. The third category is called as the RFC or resident foreign currency account. This account is different from first two accounts in terms of the nature or the type of the account. It can be current savings account or term deposit account also, and the criteria or the way in which it can be opened is the same as the EEFC account. Let us move further and look at some more aspects, which is ultimately what is it that you earn as an interest on these accounts. Whenever a bank account is open, the account opener has the interest in the earnings that the account will fetch. As far as the exchange earners foreign currency account is concerned, it's a non-interest earning account, so you don't get any interest on this account. It's like a current account which was mentioned in the previous slide. Similarly, if you are opening a resident foreign currency domestic account, it is also non-interest earning, but if you are opening a resident foreign currency or an RFC account, it is interest earning. It has been deregulated by the RBI. Deregulated means there is no specific interest rate that you earn. It has to be decided by the authorized dealer bank. So we have to very clearly understand that first two accounts do not fetch any interest, while the next or the last account, which is there on this slide, which is RFC account, can earn an interest to the account holder. Let us move ahead. Ultimately, why do we open accounts? Any bank account are open for transactional purposes, and we have two types of transactions that typically will happen in these accounts. One is the credit, and second is the debit. Credit transactions are transactions when money moves into your account, and debit transactions are the transactions when money moves out of your account. So let us look at this aspect also as to what kind of transactions can happen in the first three accounts that we have already mentioned. We will be starting with EEFC account. Okay. So what are the credits allowed in the EEFC account? If somebody has opened EEFC account, can all types of credits be allowed? The answer is no. These are some of the specific credits which are allowed as mentioned in this slide. 100% of foreign exchange received on account of export transactions. So if you are exporting goods and you are earning foreign exchange because of that, it will be allowed. Advance remittance received by an exporter towards export of goods or services, which means any kind of an advance money which has come because you are going to export goods, that will also be permitted. Repayment of loan given to foreign importers, that's allowed as a credit transaction. Disinvestment proceeds on conversion of American depository receipts or global depository receipts. And there are other classifications also in terms of what can be allowed. So professional earnings like directors, consultancy, lecture fees, honorarium, and similar other earnings received by a professional by rendering service in his individual capacity. So as you can see, that this account predominantly is for those people who are earning foreign exchange, okay, by doing various kinds of transactions, and they can avail these specific credits into this account. Okay, so credits are many, credits are multiple. We now move on to the debits. Which are the debits permitted in EFC account, which is exchange earners foreign currency account? Any permissible capital or current account transaction which RBI permits as per the FEMA guidelines. Cost of goods which you have purchased, basically in the process of exports, some goods may have to be purchased, and those cost of goods purchased have to be can be funded through these accounts. Customs duty, trade related loans and advances. These are all the permitted debts from the EEFC account. Now, after having looked at EEFC account, we will move on to the next type of account, which is called as RFCD account, which is resident foreign currency domestic account. Okay, here also you can get a lot of different types of credit. So foreign exchange received as payment, service, gift, honorarium while on visit abroad or from a non-resident Indian. This is the first of its kind credit which is allowed. Then you have unspent amount of foreign exchange acquired from AD, which is authorized dealer for travel purpose, which means if you are going out of India, you are taking $10,000 from you and you are spending just $8,000 and $2,000 have come back. So you can utilize that subject to limitations. Gift from the close relatives, earnings through export of goods and services, royalty can also be received as a credit here. Disinvestment proceeds of conversion of ADRs and GDRs, just like EEFC account. And foreign exchange received as earnings on LIC claims, maturity, surrendered value settled in foreign exchange from an Indian insurance company. So these are some of the credits which are permitted in the RFCD account. As far as debits are concerned, can be used for any permissible current or capital account transaction. So we have looked at two of the accounts. The final account that we have is called as the RFC account or resident foreign currency account. It has the similar kind of credits allowed mostly, okay, as you can see. So foreign exchange received by a person as a superannuation or other monetary benefit from overseas employer. Foreign exchange realized on conversion of assets referred under section 6(4) of FEMA. These are the guidelines which Foreign Exchange Management Act specifies. Okay, And as you can see, there are list of related to gift inheritance received from a person are referred to in the section 6.4 of FEM. Sorry. So you can see that these are different kinds of credits that can come in this account. As far as the debits are concerned, debits are any permissible debits again here in this account. So the idea behind this particular video was to take you through some of the key aspects of foreign currency account that can be opened by resident Indian. I hope this video was useful for you. If it was useful, please do like this video of mine and other videos which are also listed in my account, YouTube account. Thank you so much.